Everybody listening to the sound of my voice, come on, help me say thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Come on, say it again. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. From the rising of the sun to the setting of the same, may your name be glorified. Lord, I worship you today. When I'm down, you lift me up. Akati obane mema. Akati obane mema. Inula. Ore kubeya. Yene ruari lebena. Isi kendu. Yena ni asana. Akakaya. Akati obane mema. Akati obane Come on, say it again. Thank you, Jesus.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As you're coming in, I want you guys to go ahead and just start sharing the video on your page. Share it to your page and let more people connect on the show by the grace of God.
Where will I go? Love without you, no one else can be my God. You are my everything. Cannot be accepted.
There's so much we want to discuss today. So much we're going to be discussing today by the grace of God. So I want everybody to just go ahead, get to share this video on your page. Let more people connect. I want you guys to invite your friend. You can start a kind of a watch party on your wall, with this video. Let more people connect. It's 5:56 on the PM side here in New York City. By the grace of God, I'm talking about the Eastern time in the East Coast. We're having a good time. The weather is fantastic. The weather is beautiful. But listen, marriage is still in trouble. People are still calling. They're still calling. They don't know exactly what to do. They don't know exactly what they're gonna, do about their relationship. It's actually just very, very terrible. So I believe that it is time for us to go deeper. When we talk about training, teaching, and sharing that we're doing, it's time for us to go deeper into the whole stuff by the grace of God, for people to actually get to understand and to know what to do when there is any kind of situations in their relationships. All right, I can see a whole lot of you guys out there popping up right now. Chinaza, how are you doing? God bless you. Yetunde Adeshina, how are you doing today? God bless you. Toyin Falade, God bless you. Chico D, Mwachuku, how are you doing? God bless you. Thank you very much for connecting. Yetunde Adeshina, I can spot you right there. Thank you very much. I can see Denix or Mori Lewa. God bless you. Joy Favored. Thank you very much for connecting. Victoria Martins. Thank you. All right. Wemimo Aminu. God bless you. Thank you very much for connecting. I can spot you out there. Florence Umo. God bless you. Thank you very much for connecting on this show today. Go ahead and share the video, everybody. Lorraine Akingbein. God bless you. Thank you very much. Oyedoyin Olanik Bekun. Thank you very much. Egbeni Fun Shetan. Oh man, that's too long. Kayode Taiwo. Thank you very much. Yesterday Additional. Thank you. Kumbi Arose. How are you doing today? Fonkun Melissa. Thank you very much. Fatmata. Kano. Thank you very much. Omis Heath. God bless you. Thank you. Chidi Ike. Hope Ola. Thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate you for coming, for joining this particular episode today by the grace of God.
Each and every day, I sing my praise to you. Come on, come on.
So I believe it's time for you guys to go ahead and share the video. Go ahead and share the video on your page. Let more people connect on the show at this point in time. I welcome everybody. Olori Lola, God bless you. Thank you very much for connecting. That's my own very own Olori Lola. Thank you very much, and God bless you. All right, let's get to the business of today. Marriage is difficult. I don't know. Maybe I just love to say that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe I just love to say marriage is difficult. I just love to say marriage is complicated. But I believe it's complicated and it's a little bit difficult. And I don't know. It may be very, very impossible for us to really know how to handle relationship if we don't understand how difficult marriage is. I don't take marriage as a joke. There's a whole lot of situations in marriage, and it's a big time job. It's a big time job to be able to keep your marriage going, to be able to keep your wife smiling. It's not easy. To make your husband to continue to smile and be happy is not the kind of easy stuff to do. Nature of human beings, we are terrible people by nature. We are actually people that can never be pleased. We cannot be pleased. It's difficult for you to please a man. It's not possible. You try and try and try and try. You may not be able to please nobody. A lot of people believe that, okay, if you do this, if you do that, your wife is going to be happy. But I'm going to tell you that sometimes you do all that kind of stuff that you want to do, you will still find out your wife is still not happy, and that's not exactly what she's looking for and stuff. So it's kind of like very difficult to predict people, what they want, what they do not want, the do's and the don'ts. It will take you years and years and years in relationship for you to be able to figure it out, to figure out what a man is looking for. Sometimes, let me tell you something. Everybody, we are all unique. We are different in our creation, and you may think that, okay, this man is actually looking for sex, or that one is looking for food, that one is in love with amala, this one is in love with jollof rice, or no. Men always love to watch football. Like me, I don't like football. All right, you don't want to categorize me as part of those ones that love to watch football, because I don't love football at all. I don't want to watch football. All right, I want to sit down, watch TV, watch movies and talk and just have some fun. That's all I want. So we're all different. So it's not a kind of a one size fit all kind of stuff. So that's where relationship is very, very difficult. That you go to a counselor, the counselor is telling you this is what you're supposed to do. That counselor is making a big mistake. A counselor is not supposed to teach you or based on his own relationship with his wife, or his relationship with his own with our husband. All right, it's actually totally different. Every one of us, we're unique. So that's why we need a marriage coach who is going to coach us and be able to bring out whatever it is in us that will make our own homes to be peaceful and to grow and to be better. Because you and your wife, you are different from me and my wife. I cannot use the same strategy that I'm using. I cannot recommend the same strategy that I'm recommending and that I'm using in my own relationship. I cannot recommend it to you. It might not work. It might not work with you. You might come from a different culture. You might come from a different background. Different understanding, level of education is different. Level of exposure is different. I was sharing this past week. I said, "Don't marry someone you can't prostrate to." One guy looked at me and said, "Pastor, I disagree. I'm not gonna prostrate to a woman. Come on, a woman, me prostrate, and that's the problem we're having." And that's the problem we're having right there. That so many men, they cannot marry someone they can prostrate to. They believe, for you to prostrate to a woman will reduce who they are. That is, if you prostrate to a woman, that means it will reduce you as a man, as a person. You see, that ego is so much that, he believes that that's a very wrong thing to say. Like me, I believe in it. I believe if you have done something wrong, If you do something wrong and you believe that you're wrong and you feel like, okay, now I need to apologize and all kinds of stuff like that, and you could see the gravity of the offense. You can feel it. This particular stuff I've done. If anybody should do it to my sister, listen to me. I'll kill that guy, or I'm going to do something crazy. So, and you want your wife to forgive you, you have to do much more than just saying I'm sorry. All right. And one thing about it is that you will prostrate in the bedroom, but she will continue to kneel to you in the open. People will see her bring your food, kneel to you in the party. Call you air. Air as in like in the Yoruba culture, you refer to people as hair because you are respecting them. Your wife would do that to you constantly. She will not use O on you because she will respect you, and because you two, you have that understanding of how to handle a woman, so you will always get that respect constantly. You will get that respect constantly. All right. And that's part of what we need to look into, that what we need to deal with in our lives. I cannot recommend my own style, but I can coach you through your own relationship, by the grace of God. All right. So today, this is not where we're going. Today, we want to just quickly get to a point in life. And that point where we want to go today is so very, 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 oh man, it's so very, very sensitive. I believe men should be very sensitive. I believe women should be very sensitive also. For you to be in a relationship, you have to be very sensitive, all right, to know what your spouse is passing through, to know exactly what they're going through at every point in their lives. And you must know when to come in, when not to come in, when to stop, when not to stop, when to, you must actually have that understanding how to treat every minute in relationship. When your wife is actually a little bit angry and she's not really, showing it, but you should be sensitive enough to know when she is actually not happy, and you should be able to know when she is actually very happy. Also, sometimes women don't talk, sometimes they just react. Sometimes men don't talk, sometimes we react. So the two of us must actually be very sensitive for us to be able to know at which point in their life are they happy and at what point of their life are they sad or they are not really happy. So we will know exactly what to do. We know how to support them. We know how to join hands together with them to be able to make things to work the way it should work better, by the grace of God. Now, I always want to let people understand this. It's just so stupid for people to just begin to say, I'm praying, 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 praying in relationship. You don't just pray. You have to walk in relationship, walk together. All right, don't just base everything upon prayer, prayer, prayer. My marriage is not working. Let us pray. My husband is not coming home. Let us pray. My husband is not eating at home. Let us pray. My husband is actually very abusive. Let us pray. No, 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 no. It's not everything you just pray, pray, pray about. There are certain things that you need to do in your relationship, way before you even pray, or probably way after you've prayed. You don't just base it on prayer, prayer, prayer. And you see, a whole lot of women today, they are being fooled, they are being cajoled, that they only go through pastors praying, praying, praying. Every day they fast, and now they look so ugly, and their husband is no longer connected with them. You don't understand what I'm saying. So many women, they have abused their own body. They abused their own lives just because their husband is not home, just because their husband is not listening, just because they have marital situation. They now end up with a pastor or a prophet telling them to fast for 41 days, telling them to fast for 90 days, and they're fasting for 100 days, and at the end of the day, they're losing weight, they're looking agag, and they're not looking fine anymore. All right. And the man that they're actually praying about is actually disconnecting from them. They don't look the way they used to look. They don't look like that anymore. They are no longer active in the house because they have been fasting and fasting and fasting. They kill their own energy by themselves. They kiss their own energy by themselves. They don't look good anymore. Their clothes doesn't fit them anymore. They stop going to the hairdressing salon. They stop putting makeup on. They don't do manicure, pedicure anymore. Okay? They don't even crack jokes anymore in the house. All they do is praying, 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 praying. Reading Psalm. Reading one book of Psalm and then go to Psalm 91, go to Psalm 23, go to Psalm 45, and they read all of this stuff and everything, and they messed up their own lives. All right. And they believe that, oh, they are actually very spiritual. Very spiritual. Okay. Now, I come to let you understand that this is not the way God designed it. God didn't design it like that. God wants you to be able to have relationship together. What do we mean relationship? It means that there must be friendship. Okay, there must be friendship between the husband and the wife way before they get married, so that you can learn and get to know yourselves. Your husband must know you. You must know your husband. You must know exactly what to say to your husband that will make him to be happy and then keep him calm. You must know exactly what kind of food you're going to prepare for your husband that will put a smile on his face. You will know exactly when to talk about things that are very sensitive to your husband. It's all about relationship. When should you talk to him? A lot of women tell me, say, Pastor, I'm going to wait until tomorrow. Then I ask them why. I say, because I know my husband. All right? He said, because I know my husband, I need to wait until tomorrow. I need to wait until next week. I need to wait until payday. I need to wait until this. You see, so many of the men are going through so much because of bills. So your husband, your wife must know that during this period and this period, this man is always not approachable because he's looking for a way to pay the bills. So I'm going to wait until this time. I know by then the body will have been let go from him, so I will be able to penetrate him and talk with him. So we must be very sensitive in relationships. So today, the story I want to just quickly throw out there was being told to me this morning, and I've been dealing with it all morning, all throughout the whole day, trying to get the whole stuff running and make everything to look good. Global Acting, good evening, God bless you. Now, for a lot of men that are not sensitive, you're going to make a mistake that will actually ruin your relationship for you. There's no doubt about it. There are so many men out there, they are lovers. They love their wives, they love their wives' parents, they love everybody all around their wives. And they're very lovable people. Okay, but because they don't have what it takes to be able to hold marriage down, sometimes they misbehave, sometimes they overreact. Sometimes they push their wife all the way off the cliff, and then they mess up everything that is already on the ground in the relationship. All right? So we have to be very careful how we approach issue. We have to be very sensitive in relationship to get to know how your spouse is feeling and be able to support them. One thing I always want to tell people is this: you cannot support outsider against your own spouse. You can't. So many of you guys always want to take side, the side of the outsider. Oh, my wife is fighting against my mother. Oh, my wife is fighting against my sister. Oh, my sister is fighting against my husband. So you're going to be behind your mother, or you'll be behind your brother, or you'll be behind your sister to fight against your spouse. Let me tell you something. You are fighting against yourself, and you can never win. And nothing is going to come out of that argument or that particular fight, but it's going to become a disaster because you are not wise. A wise person will not take side. A wise person will always want to cover up for the spouse. We always want to stay on the side of the spouse and be able to use wisdom to caution the mother, be able to use wisdom to caution the sister and the brother, and be able to pull his wife or the husband to himself or to herself. Okay? We will go inside. When we go inside of the bedroom, we can now sit down and we can now talk about the whole stuff that, my dear, you see, the way you are reacting outside is not the best. You can't do that to my mother. I really don't appreciate you doing this to my own mother. You don't do that to my brother. I don't appreciate it. And then she's going to apologize, or he's going to apologize, and we will settle everything in the closet. But so many of us men today, we just want to just stand behind our mother. The wife is fighting against your mom. You're going to stand behind your mom, and then you fight against your wife. And at the end of the day, you still want that woman to still be normal. You want the woman to still be normal. You want her to go to the kitchen right after the fight and just cook your best meal. You want her to run straight to the bedroom and actually lay the bed and perfume the whole place. You want her to jump in the shower, get ready for you to have sex with her at night. You want her to start just giving you ringtone as you're actually doing your job and all kinds of stuff. You want her just to be there and just smiling like nothing happened during the day. It's never going to be like that. It has never been like that. It can never be like that, and you can never make it to be like that. Because everybody, we all have a soul, we have a mind, we have flesh and blood, flowing, and blood flowing in us. We all have feelings. You don't stop me or you don't kick me in the face in front of people and then you want me to still be normal, you know, in the bed or be normal in the house and start cooking for you. It's never going to happen. You see, people who do not know how to settle or how to stand in between the extended family and their own nuclear family will end up destroying or ruining their own relationship by themselves. By themselves. A man, the responsibility of a man is the man supposed to be a fence. You're supposed to be a fence around your family. It's not just only your wife alone. You must be a fence around your children. You don't go and take the side of the outsider against your children. It's never going to work like that. You have to be a fence all the time. You shield your family. You protect your family against every arrow from the outside. You shield your family against every attack of any other person apart, outside of that nuclear family. You have to stand in gap. Be able to stand for them. Be on your wife's side all the time. All the time you must stand with your wife. All the time you must stand with your husband. Okay? The two of you must become one flesh. That's what it means that you become one flesh. Your mistake is my mistake. Let's apologize to mommy together. Mommy Emma Binu, that's my mother. This is my mother. If my mother is angry, I say my wife has done something. Mommy, you are not angry. This is not my wife. You are actually angry with me. I am your son. Okay, you take my wife to be, my wife's supposed to be your daughter too. She is me. All right. So the moment the two of you will cooperate and become one flesh, you will find out that things will work right for the two of you because now you are standing with your wife is standing with you. Okay, you must never expose your wife in the public. You must never expose your husband in the public. That's why Yoruba people say when you sell your husband cheap outside, there's no way you can buy him back even when it's actually very expensive. You can't. It's gone, it's gone. It's gone, it's gone. The husband and the wife supposed to be one team. They're supposed to be on this team and the other people be on that other team. Okay, so you fight against others, you don't fight against yourselves. All right. If you have any kind of misunderstandings and you feel like, okay, your wife is wrong the way she approached your mother, or your husband is wrong the way he is communicating with your father, all you got to do is just to be able to stand with them, take them into the room, and just say, "Hey, my dear, I really don't appreciate the way you spoke to my dad." All right. And the husband will say, how did I do that? Okay, you did this, you did it. And I want to just quickly appeal to the men too. Please. All right. When the women are asking us questions about how we are relating with their family, what we are doing, who is that person you are talking with, who is on the phone with you, who is that person that dropped off the mail, who owns this particular stuff, I can hear perfume smelling on you, whose perfume is that? I don't really believe we should be angry. All right, I don't really believe we should be angry. You see, a man that is defensive is a man that has committed a sin. You see, the moment you are guilty of a sin, the moment you are guilty of a sin, then you will become defensive. And then by the time you become defensive, you just gave yourself away because your wife will now have a reason to now start doubting you. All right, your wife will have a reason to start doubting you, and then she will now start doing investigation behind you. All right, I just gave education to one person today. I said, what you need to be doing. He was asking me, it seems like my wife is following me around and then she's getting to know what I've been doing and where the location I am. I said, you know what you're going to do? Turn your location off on your phone. When you turn your location off on your phone, they will not be able to locate where you are. I said there is a device that women can buy. Nowadays, they buy them on Facebook, they buy it on Amazon. They can actually put it inside your car, and that device will connect to your phone. Okay, automatically connect to your phone, and will use your location to find out where you are, and then your wife can continue to monitor you as you're driving and you're turning around on the 6th street and you're turning around on the 7th street, and your wife will call you, where are you? And you say, oh, I'm at work. And you say, but what are you doing on the 6th street? Then you'll be shocked. How is she looking at? How is she seeing me? You see, one funny thing is this. I come to understand that women are more educated when it comes to computer and all of this kind of tracking device than men. Women will put cameras in the house. Women will put their phone in the house to record voice. When they are not home, they will sit down when they get back and they listen to 4 hours of recording just because they want to catch you. All right. So you are going to give them a reason to do that by the time you are being defensive. When you open up and they say, honey, where are you coming from? And you say, well, I'm coming from work. And on my way when I was coming, I had to stop by Dimeji's house and I had to pick up a letter. And from there, I drove all the way to Terminal Market to get this stuff, and I'm here right now. And that's it. I really don't believe that that's too much for a woman to ask you. I don't believe that's too much for a man to request for also. A man can say, where are you coming from? You should just give it up. You just give it up where you're looking for. I mean, where you're coming from. And just make it easy, make it simple for the two of you to continue to build trust. For you to continue to build the trust. You keep building the trust and keep building the trust. I'm leaking your secret, right? I know. There's so many women out there. This is what they do. They just want to know where their husband is. But I really don't believe it's important. It's not necessary if we have that trust. If your husband is transparent and you are transparent, I really don't believe that we need that tracking device or the camera or whatsoever that we have to put in the house. You see, the husband is coming into the house, he's suspecting maybe my wife is hiding the phone somewhere. I have to go and let's just look for it. Or probably you say, oh, hello, I can't talk here. I think this place is not safe. And then he has to take the phone to the outside to go and talk because your whole house has been bugged. And then you don't know where the camera is. You don't know maybe the camera is actually looking at you. You don't even know maybe it's in the bathroom. You don't know maybe the camera is in the living room. You don't even know where the camera is. Okay? Your wife can put camera anywhere. Your husband can put camera anywhere. Okay? You see, that's the stuff. So every one of us, we have turned to be detectives in the relationship, and this is going to ruin our relationship because trust is the most important thing for every one of us in relationship. Trust. The moment we are able to trust somebody, the moment you can trust your wife and say, honey, I trust you. I'm not going to ask you who you are talking to. I understand you can leave your phone on the table. So many women can't leave their phone on the table. It's difficult for some women to put their phones on the table. Likewise, some men too cannot leave their phone on the table when they are taking a shower. In the bathroom, they will be running all around. The moment the phone will ring, they will run out to the bathroom with soap all over their body. Because there is something that they are hiding. You see, if we can trust ourselves and none of us is doing anything crazy, we are actually loyal in that relationship, we will not be running from one pole to a pillar, and then we'll have nothing to hide. And your wife will not have any reason to go and buy a tracking device to put into your car, and then she won't need to put camera anywhere in the room. Your husband will not have to put a camera somewhere where he can be seeing you when he's not at home. So these are the things that is actually affecting relationship, that a man cannot talk for 5 minutes without lying 3 minutes. 3 minutes of discussion is all lies. A woman cannot talk for 5 minutes without lying for the whole 5 minutes. And then the man will look at it and say, Kai, I don't understand this woman at all. I just saw, it was asking, oh, how did you get home? And you say, oh, no, I took a taxi. But at the end of the day, looking out from the window, saw a Mercedes drop off his wife. How can a Mercedes drop off my wife and then I'm asking you, how did you get home? And you're telling me you got home through a taxi. You didn't even say through Uber. Okay, you said taxi. But I saw a Mercedes Benz. That's going to create problem in the relationship. Who dropped you off? Somebody dropped you off in a Mercedes Benz. Who is the guy? Who is the person? All right? You need to be truthful about every little thing. Every little thing. So today we want to look straight into one particular issue that happened here in New York City. By the grace of God, like I started with, I said people must be very sensitive in relationship. You need to love each other. Love yourself and be faithful to each other. All right. The moment you're married, don't marry for no other reason but because of love and because of God. You see, when you marry for love, marry because God has placed the love of this woman in your heart and the love of this man in your heart, and you believe it that okay, this is the stop. This is my final destination. This is the woman I'm in love with. Okay, and I'm going to stay put here until I die, until death do us part. Okay, I believe there should be commitment. I believe there should be openness. I believe believe there should be transparency. I believe that the two of you should be able to live your life together without hiding stuff. The Bible says He created them male and female, and the two of them were naked, but they were not ashamed. Okay, if you can actually adopt that particular tradition of the Garden of Eden, you will find out that your relationship will be at peace. But if you cannot, and you are thinking in yourself that you need to hide something, and you're thinking that these are things that women shouldn't know, things that I shouldn't tell women, you see, you are going to be digging a grave for yourself, and the grave that you're digging is going to be actually very, very ready for you to jump into it very soon. All right? You see, lying is going to cause a lot of situation in your relationship. No wonder a lot of men come today and say, okay, my wife is no longer listening. She changed. My wife changed. And then you believe it's because she became, the moment she got that degree in nursing, that's why she changed. She didn't change because of degree. She didn't change because she's making money. She didn't change because she's a RN. She didn't change because she's LPN. She changed because you lied. She changed because you were cheating on her. She changed because you are keeping something. She changed because you are not able to leave your phone on the table anymore. She changed because you went and padlocked your telephone. She changed because she doesn't know where you're coming from. She changed because she doesn't know the kind of friends you're keeping. She changed because she doesn't know anything about you. All right? That was the reason why she changed. She didn't change because she just got education. We are only lying on that, trying to feed ourselves, that kind of a big like thinking that, okay, oh, she's arrogant because now she's making money. That's why she's changing. No, 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 no. She didn't change because of that. She changed because of you. All right, your behavior, your character. Some of you will begin to say your husband has changed also. Your husband changed because of what you've done. What you did changed that man. What you did make that man to have a change of mentality, a change of heart. Okay, he changed because you lack respect. He changed because you are no longer truthful. He changed because you are not transparent. He changed because you don't deal with him like you used to deal with him before. He changed because you are no longer the same person that he got married to. You are different. You are totally different today. So he is looking for that same person who he got married to 17 years ago, who is truthful, who is loyal, who is transparent, who is caring, and who is loving. That's the person he's looking for. That's the person she want to respect. That's the person she want to respect. So many things are going on in relationship these days that many of us don't have solution to it. It's just because we are blind. If we can open our eyes to see it and we see where we are falling, we will be able to pick ourselves back up, and then we keep moving and keep going and keep moving and keep going. And then you'll find out that your relationship will become constant and stable because you have learned to say, I'm sorry. You have learned to prostrate to your wife in the bedroom, and then she will learn to kneel to you also. And the two of you will be able to pay the price of whatsoever crimes that you have committed against one another, and then you'll be able to move your relationship to the next level by the grace of God. Now, there is so much going on in relationship. This particular man that I'm about to talk about today is not sensitive at all. He ruined his own marriage, his own relationship, just because he was trying to be on the side of his sister. I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. You know, I've forgotten what I want to say. You see, I don't believe that there is a situation that cannot be settled. I really don't believe it. In as much that the person that is in the situation is ready to admit that I'm at fault, and then I'm ready to change. All right, it's all about admitting it. Accepting your fault, and then making a kind of a U-turn, promising your spouse you're ready to change, and then you are working on the change. Okay, you are not just talking about change, you are really doing it. You are really doing it. All right. So many men of today, they will just, whenever they fall into error, they will promise their wife it will never happen again. But down the road, 2, 3, 4 months down the road, they will do it again. And then they believe, and then they will now say the woman is not changing. And then they say the woman is not forgiving. Oh, she cannot forgive. Oh, I've offended her. I should refuse to forgive me. But when you put the microphone in the mouth of the wife will tell you, will remind you, this is not the first time he's doing it. He has done it before in 2016. He did it in 2017. He has done it in 2018, and he's still doing it in 2019. How many times do you want me to forgive such a kind of a man that is addicted to cheating? How many times do you want me to forgive a man that is addicted to lying? How many times do you want me to forgive a man that is just so addicted to doing wrong thing constantly? All right, then you believe that I don't want to forgive him. That's a lie. I have forgiven you so many times that I actually lost count. I've lost count, but right now I'm just tired of forgiving. That forgiveness doesn't have any meaning to me anymore. I don't even know the definition of forgiveness at this point in time, because if you are forgiving somebody over and over again and again for the past 17 years, I believe that that person should have changed along the line. And then by this time around, we are actually on another level. We are still on the same level of you cheating and coming home to lie about it. And that is the reason that so many people refuse to forgive these days. All right? It goes both ways, the man and the woman also. So this particular young man is actually married to a very wonderful sister here in New York City. They both moved into New York together from Chicago to live in New York City. The man got a job here in a school, and the woman got a job as a nurse. And they're both working, and they bought a house in Brooklyn, and they're actually doing well. Everything was going on right, good for them. The family of the wife came in to visit them from Nigeria. They stayed for 2 months, and then they walked back to the airport straight to Nigeria. And the husband believed that, okay, now it's my turn, then I have to bring my wife. And this point, let me just stop a little bit right here. I really don't believe marriage should be a kind of a competition. Marriage is not supposed to be a competition. That the wife will say, okay, because your own family came last time, my own family must be the one to come this time. And then we start competing. You say, okay, your family stayed 2 weeks. My family must stay 2 weeks. We gave your daddy 5,000. My daddy must collect 5,000. We gave your mommy medical insurance. My mommy must collect medical insurance. We gave your mommy a car last year. My mom must get a car too. And all kinds of stuff. And then we now put competition into what we're doing. In our relationship, it's going to mess it up. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie about it. That is going to mess your marriage up. You are digging a grave for your marriage. You are actually going towards destruction when you introduce competition into your relationship. You don't want to. People should come. Not because you're competing, because they need to be here. If your family should come today and you feel they should come next time, let them come. Okay, the wife is not supposed to be angry that the family of the husband are the one coming constantly. Maybe because the husband the father is sick. Maybe because the woman is sick and they have to come here for medical treatment. I don't believe that should cause a kind of competition or whatsoever it may be. Let us go by whatever is going on and happening right at that point. Competition will ruin that relationship. So many of us, we compete about who is sending Western Union to who. How much are you sending to your mother? How much am I sending to my mother? And that is causing situation in the relationship because we are introducing competition into the relationship. Competition in relationship. Okay, so and when there's competition between husband and wife, it's no longer a healthy environment. It's not going to be a healthy relationship at that point in time. Then you guys are calling the devil. You are calling the devil to come into your marriage and scatter it. So this particular family, the wife family came, and then the husband said, well, my family too will come, and this, and that was what happened. And actually doing well, the guy is working in the school, and the wife is working as a nurse, as a registered nurse. They're making good money. The salary is coming in. They bought a house. They bought 2 cars. They're doing fine. They have 2 young kids. 2 young kids. One is probably like around 9 years old, and the other one is 6 years old and stuff. And they're doing good in school by the grace of God. And what had happened is this: a time now came when the family of the husband now said, "Well, mommy and daddy won't be able to come this year, but I want my own sister to come." And the husband said, and the wife said, "Oh, that's fine. My sister-in-law can come if mommy and daddy, if they're not coming." And the lady is kind of like really happy that, okay, the sister-in-law is coming. They talk, they kind of like connect in a way. They do go shopping together when they were in Nigeria together and all kinds of stuff. So now she's coming into America. She's going to be staying here for 2 weeks. Automatically, they will have enough time to go shopping, have no, enough time to gossip and talk about all kinds of stuff and do cooking and everything like that. And that was exactly what happened when she landed. When she landed, the wife went to pick the sister-in-law up at the airport, and then they went straight to their house and she rested a little bit. The second day, boom, shopping spree. And they went all over the malls, from one mall to another mall, from one particular you know place to place, shopping, buying things, buying all manners of things. They bought some things for the husband of the sister. They bought something for our own kids. They bought something for mommy, for daddy, and all kinds of stuff, just because they feel like, okay, there may be no time when she's about to return back to Nigeria. Let's do the shopping right now as we're catching up. And then she took her everywhere and all kinds of stuff. Now, 1 week gone, they're still fine. Everything is fine. They're cooking in the house. The man is really happy that the wife and the sister, they're actually getting together. Everybody is flowing well and stuff like that. They watch TV together. And sometimes they will go to work together. She will just go to work, drop off her notes, and then come back, according to her. So, but on the last day, something happened on the last day. Okay? On the last day, when the sister was scheduled to leave New York City for Nigeria, she was scheduled to be on Arik Airline. Arik Airline. It was scheduled to enter into Arik Airline, and they're supposed to pack 2 boxes that weighs like 50 kgs and all kinds of stuff. They were really ready, and they are heading for the airport. When they got to the airport, they put the 2 bags on the scale. And then they found out that those 2 bags are too heavy, and then they had to take some stuff out to put into the hand luggage so that those big bags can pass. Now, as they were actually digging into it, the wife of the man found out that the sister-in-law had stolen her used bra, the bra she wore a day before, and then the necklace that she put on when they were going out that same day of yesterday. She stole the two and she put them on top of her bag, one of those bags. The moment they opened the bag, that wife saw the bra. This is my bra. Used bra. This is my necklace. How come you have those two things in your bag? And then that was what she said. And she asked the lady, why do you have to steal my stuff? I bought all manners of things for you. We bought brand new bras for you, underwears and all kinds of stuff. We bought everything. Why do you have to steal mine? And the husband now decided to yell that, shut up. Maybe why are you shouting on the woman? Maybe she want to wear them. Maybe she need them in Nigeria. But the wife said, no, you can't do that. This also, there was a little bit of commotion right there, and the woman called the police. So the police now came to retrieve the bra and the chain for that wife. And the man decided to divorce that woman because of that. Ladies and gentlemen, as you are listening to me right now, they are both living separately. The wife is living somewhere, and the husband is living in another place. The man will now come in to check the kids, and then will go back and send money to the woman to take care of the kid. And the woman now went to file child support against the man, and the man is actually paying child support. Almost about 1/3 of his salary will come to the woman for child support, and he is actually paying the rent of the house where the woman and the children are living. Now, it has been 6 years now that has happened. The first child is right now 12 years old. 12-year-old boy. 12 years old boy. And the 12-year-old boy is not finding it easy. And he spoke to the mother. And he said to the mother, Daddy is living in New York and we are living in New York. Why can't we all live together? Daddy is single, you are single. Why don't we all move in together and start living together again? Why can't we just be one big family one more time? And the woman busted, started crying. And then as she was crying, my show appeared on her Facebook page. And she listened to one of my teachings. And she made up her mind. She said, I am going to call this guy. I will call this guy. Hmm. She called me up. And after she called me up, I told her it's something that we can do. And the next thing I did was I collected the number of the guy and I called him up this afternoon. And I asked him, I said, can you tell me the story about your life with your wife? And the man said everything exactly the way the woman said it to me. But one thing that he doesn't understand is that she stood behind us, his own sister, left the wife on one side, and he stood on the side of the sister. And I said, sir, why will you stand beside your sister on this case? He said, because it's just ordinary bra and ordinary chain. And pastor, to tell you the truth, I bought I bought the chain and I bought the bra for my wife. I said, that's enough for you to fight for your wife. Why will your sister, after going shopping, she has purchased all kinds of stuff for your sister? She bought brand new underwears, brand new pants, brand new bras, brand new everything for her. Why will she now think stealing used underwear will be the best thing for her? I said to me, I believe there's a plan behind it. Maybe she wanted to use that bra for something. We don't know. Stealing used bra is a red flag. And I believe that even if it's brand new, it belongs to your wife. You should be able to stand behind her and be able to deal with that situation by telling your sister, this is not good. And come to look at it, because of bra and chain and your little sister, you walked out of your own relationship. Mm. And that was when he realized that, okay, it is true. Uh, it has been 6 years now. I go over to their house every weekend. I looked at my wife in the eyes every weekend when I go there. And I said to myself, she has not offended me. Why are we still living apart? Why am I still single? Why is she still single? I said, you are still single, and she's still single, and you guys are living apart because of your stupidity, because you are not that sensitive. At that point in time when your wife yelled, what was on her mind is this. She remembered that when people steal underwears like that, they use it for rituals. She is not planning to die anytime soon. So she wanted to fight, or maybe I should say she fought for her life. That was why she had to retrieve her underwear and her chain back. And her chain back. Hmm. The man listened on the phone for a while, and he said unto me, he said, is it possible for me to see you now? And I said, sure, you can see me right now. And I told him where I was, and he drove all the way down to me. And I said, what do you want us to do now? He said, well, I don't know you before. I live in New York all my life. I said, well, I've been in New York all my life too. And I've been on social media shouting on this stuff, marriage, marriage, marriage. He said, I want you to be able to talk to my wife for me. I want us to hold a meeting. And I really want to apologize to her. And I want to make a change in my life. So I asked the woman, I said, madam, your husband is with me. Is it possible for us to meet? She said, no, she's at work. I said, can we talk on the phone? Say, yeah. So we did. And at the end of the whole stuff, we are having appointments to meet and to discuss this issue. I asked the lady, I said, is it possible for me to share this on social media? She said, yes, but don't mention my name. I said, of course, I won't mention your name, but I just want to teach people a lesson on this. So I asked the man too, I said, permit me to share this, but I will not mention your name. He said, yes, sir. I have an appointment to be with them tomorrow now, and we are going to go straight to the bottom of this. And the marriage that have been destroyed for 6 years, I believe God can amend it. I believe God can straighten it and something new can happen in that relationship. So many homes that have been destroyed by the enemy, it's not because they cannot work together, but it is because people are not that sensitive. So many times we want to believe that this is my sister. Oh, I want to protect my sister. And that's a wrong move. Very, very wrong move. You don't defend your sister when your wife is involved. You don't defend your brother when your husband is involved. The moment the two of them are involved, you two are involved in one particular stuff against your in laws, you must stand beside each other. Stand together. Fight that fight together. Apologize together. Be angry together against the same enemy. Fight against the same enemy together. When you get into your bedroom, when you get home, then sit down and talk to each other and be able to remove your fault, his fault, who is at fault, what do we do, how should we apologize, who should we call. Then you do it together and always have this language with you. We, when we saw, when we heard, when we were there, when we got there, when we made the phone call, when we saw them, we have to be we instead of you saying when she got there, when she spoke to her, when she was yelling, when he was yelling, when he was shouting. We are the one shouting. We are the one that got there together. We are the one we are angry. We are the one fighting. We are the ones, and we are here to apologize. And the two of us, we are here to apologize together. We are very sorry for everything we might have caused you. And that's a team, and people will realize it and they will understand that this particular couple here, they are together. They are not separated. You don't want to stand against your wife. You don't want to stand against your husband. You want to stand with them. And that is the message today. I don't know, maybe the woman is listening to me right now. I don't know, maybe the man is listening to me right now. We have to learn that in-laws are not supposed to be part of our relationship. What in-laws are causing in relationship is just too much. I will ban that particular woman, that sister from coming to my house. That sister cannot come to my house. That sister must stop coming into my house right from that moment, because I need to know that intention. What is your intention? What is your plan? For you to steal my wife's bra and my wife's chain, I need to know. I need to know what is on your mind. I need to know what the plan is. I need to know who sent you to do this. I need to know who is behind that. I need to know what exactly do you want to do with the whole used bra of my wife. I need to know. And if you don't get to tell me, I must know. I am going to make sure you don't come around my family anymore, because you are a dangerous sister at that point in time. And that's the way a real man will handle situation. That's the way a real man will handle situation. And I'm actually telling you, if that man is listening to me right now, this is going to be part of what I'm going to be discussing with you tomorrow, because you have failed your wife. You failed your wife. You failed your marriage. You don't stand against your wife. You stand with your wife. That is the law. That is the law. That is the law. That's the principle. That's the principle of happy home. The principle of happy marriage is standing together, not standing against each other. When you stand against each other, you will not last. The marriage cannot go far. You have to stand as a team together. You fight every battle together. You celebrate every achievement together. You do everything together in that relationship. When your wife is down, we are down. When your wife is up, we are up. When your wife is moody, we are not happy. When your wife is celebrating, we are celebrating. It must be celebration for the whole family. When your husband is doing well, we are doing well. It must be a teamwork. We have to be together to face the music. And you will find out when we team up together and we fight against the enemy, we will win. The Bible says, it said, one will chase 1,000, But 2 is going to chase 10,000. I come to understand and look at that scripture. I look at the arithmetic there, or the mathematics there, or maybe arithmetic, I say. It's kind of like really weird that one person will chase 1,000, and just look at the times 10 when 2 people are involved. The moment your wife team up with you and your husband team up with you, you are talking about 10,000. 10,000. That's a big time multiplication right there. It means that what you could achieve by yourself, okay, in 1,000 fold, you will achieve it in 10,000 fold if you can team up with your husband. If you can team up with your wife, you will achieve greater things in life. It's all about teamwork. It's all about teamwork. It's about you standing for her. Standing for her means you are standing with her. Standing for her means that I am her. She is me. I represent him. I represent her. Whatever it is that you want to see her for, say it to me. Any kind of punishment you want to give to her, give it to me. Okay? Whatever it is that you want her to do, I will do. And that's what it's supposed to be. You see, if your wife's mother is calling you and say, can I speak to your wife? You say, Mommy, what is the problem? What do you need? Do you need any money? Whatever it is that you need, tell me. I'm going to do it for you. All right? Because we are together. So be able to supply the need of your in-law even without your wife getting to know. Just let her understand your mother called. She said she's in need of $200. I already made that money, available unto her and stuff like that. And that's it. And then she will do the same for your own family also. So the two of you will team up together and become one flesh that God has created you to be. Don't stand against each other. Stand together. Walk together. Fail together. Be disappointed together. Succeed together. Okay? Move forward together. Get to the next level together. Okay? Build together. All right? Achieve together. Be educated together. In all things, do it as a team. Do it as a team. As one is going up, make sure you pull the other. Okay? As one is progressing, don't leave the other behind. You keep pushing each other until we get to the goal. You don't give up on anyone. Don't give up on your wife. Don't give up on your husband. Always make sure that you carry them along. The journey is far. I want to let you understand that the journey is far. The journey is not just the kind of a quick journey. It's a very, very long journey that we have to make sure that we get someone that will become a team player to go with us. That brother's supposed to fight the battle for his wife. At that point in time, at the airport, he's supposed to demand for answers. That's what a sensitive man would do. You're supposed to demand for answers from your sister. You look at your sister in the face and say, what is this? What kind of nonsense is this? I am so surprised you've done this. Who sent you to do this? What is your intention for stealing my wife's bra? What do you want to do with it? Okay, what is behind it? Can you tell me the story behind it? Has she offended you in a way? Are you trying to kill her? Are you trying to cause her to have breast cancer? What exactly are you trying to do? She has been very nice to you. She bought you all manners of things and everything from her own money. And now what you want to do to her is now to go and kill her, or to go and cause her havoc, or what exactly do you want to use the chain for, and then you want to use our own used bra for? If you love the bra, why didn't you ask her that you guys should go back to the store and get your own? If you like the chain, why don't you tell her to go and get a chain for you? Or maybe if she's willing to give you the old one, she can give you the old one. But I really don't believe that anybody should demand for a whole old used bra when you can go to the mall and get a brand new one. How much do they sell it that you cannot buy one? When you do that, you are standing with your wife. At that point in time, your wife will not need to call the police by herself. She already have the police in action. At that point in time, your wife will not need to yell and cause any kind of scene at the airport. She is already standing right there, feeling so good that my husband is fighting my battle for me. All right? At that point in time, that's what you should do. And you use this tiny little stuff to ruin your relationship for over 6 years, that you guys are living separately, paying bills, and you could not live the kind of life you should live because all your salary is coming in for bills. You are paying rent where you're living, you are paying the rent of that woman, and you're giving child support, and the children couldn't see their father every day and all kinds of stuff, and the two of you could not even move. You couldn't move further in life. She is stuck, and you are stuck too. And because you are not that sensitive, because you could not see, because you are not able to think deep down, and you ruin a lot of things for yourself. I'm going to open my telephone line right now. My telephone is 405 550 5135. My telephone is 405-550-5135. For anybody who would like to call in to just share something with this brother, I believe the woman is online listening right now. It's possible for the man to be listening too, but he's not the kind of a social media kind of person. But that woman will be listening right now. If you have any kind of advice for the woman, or you have any kind of advice for the man also, what do you think men generally should be doing? Or do you have a story of your own that you feel like you need to share with us? Will you have a story of your own that is actually kind of like related to this one, that you feel like somebody can learn from? I always love to take permission before sharing stories of people online and stuff, just for people to be able to, other people to be able to learn, uh, from other people's mistakes. So the telephone number to reach me, if you're calling me from outside of America, you're going to use +1 in front, 405-550-5135. Thank you very much, Abimbola Eric Tola, for that. Thank you. All right, I think we have a caller here. Let me quickly pick up this call real quick. Hello? Hello?
Shola,
Yes, can you turn your computer off? We are hearing the sound.
can you hear me now?
We are hearing the sound on the background.
Is it better now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. My question is,
Yes.
the sister-in-law that caused all this problem,
Yes.
has she in any way called to, like, apologize to the brother or to the wife for what she did? Because everyone knows now when people take your personal used effects, it's mostly for ritual.
Yeah, that's what I
If she
think
has
too.
no evil intention, why hasn't she called to apologize?
Actually, I
That's
really
my
don't know.
question.
I'm not sure. Probably she has called, but I believe that she must have been calling the brother, but she has not called the wife, because she changed her phone
Okay.
number. She decided to disconnect from everybody just to be by herself. She said it. She said it to me. Said, Pastor, I am not ready to die prematurely. So she wants to kind of like take care of herself and her children by hiding her head. So I'm not sure. Probably the sister has been calling the man, but I will try and investigate on that. I mean, investigate that tomorrow by the grace of God.
Okay. God will give you more wisdom, sir. Thank
Thank
you
you very
so
much.
much.
God bless you, man.
Okay, bye, sir.
Yeah, bye. So you see, it's very, very complicated. There's so many things that will cause by ourselves. The number is still open. 405. All right, let's pick this call. Hello.
Get that tomorrow by the grace.
Hello. Can you turn your computer off, sir?
How are you, sir?
I am good.
This story, Olagbara. I want to say something. First of
Yes.
all, I will like to beg that woman to tell that woman to take it easy,
Okay.
because there's something we call anyomo, destiny, anyomo.
Good.
Okay, a marriage of that they had those children together, and they were separated for that long, and they didn't have the husband did not remarry, the wife did not remarry. I believe God is in between it. And I believe God has seen the purity of that woman and the genuinity of what really happened. And that is the reason why God is still preserving the marriage. I would like to tell the husband, I'm a man, we may all made mistakes. And most especially when spiritual things are involved, you don't know what you're doing. When spiritual things are involved, you would have committed a lot of mistakes. You will not know what you're doing. Now, I believe the eyes of that man is opened.
Yeah.
Now he has realized what the mistake that he has made, he has committed.
Yeah.
I would like the woman to understand that this is the work of the devil, and to completely love her husband back, receive the husband back, and bring peace back to the family.
Mm.
And I can bet it with you that the family will become more better than it used to be,
Yes.
because now both of them are playing their lesson and they are now hungry back for each other.
Mm-hmm.
The husband wants to come back to the children.
Yeah.
The wife is tired of carrying the loads of the children alone by herself. She would have actually realized that it is not an easy thing. You know, she needs her husband.
Yes.
Now, I'm so sorry. I'm saying this because I had a similar problem, you know, in my over 20 years ago. My wife that I'm married now,
Yeah.
we started together from the university, and shortly before I traveled, I met another woman, which happens to, I made a mistake, I started dating that woman. Unfortunately, I got caught off with my wife, my wife that I'm married now. Something happened. She too, she made her own mistake. She went to date somebody else. That was in the university. She was in the university. Now, I came to the United States, and when I went back to Nigeria, I just decided to go with another woman. I made that mistake. And that relationship lasted for 10 years before I started talking back with my wife. Now, because God was not in that relationship, I suffered and nothing happened until I got back to my wife. And it was after 10 years that the revelation came back that I had to go and pray to that God should bring by one olori something. I forgot how that prophet said it. So I have to pray for those three fasting and prayer. It was the third day I saw the revelation and I started talking back with my wife after 10 years. Now we are back together. So when spiritual things are involved, it is more than what people think it is. People will make mistakes, but because of the grace and the glory of God, God is the only one that will bring that kind of family back together. And now that everything has been exposed, the husband has spoken his own mind, the wife has spoken her own mind, the devil has been put to shame once the secret has been let out outrightly. Definitely the devil has been put to shame and they can come back together.
Actually, the issue right now is that we have to be very careful not to be in a hurry to send the woman back into that house. We have to first of all know if the man is serious, if truly he can repent, he can change, if truly will understand how to handle the situation perfectly. Man of God, thank you very much. Let's speak these other calls that have been calling. God bless you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
Hello? 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 Wow, this person is not picking. Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, I've been listening to the program.
Okay.
Yes, I have my own story, and because I know these in-laws, they can be wicked. Now, my own story is that when I was with my husband,
Yes.
I have a sister-in-law, that anything she wants, I give to her. And she still steal, just like the way that lady stole. She stole a lot of things from me. And when my husband got to know about that, he fought her. And when my husband fought her, that was the beginning of the problems. Uncle Shola, 20 years now, my husband left me and my children. This woman told anybody that cares to know that if my husband brings me back, she's still going to destroy, she's going to still separate us. 20 years now. You understand? So most of things that happens, it may not be the man's mind not to support the wife. Not only God knows what that lady did that makes the man to see this with his eye, and he could not fight for his wife. So we are blaming the man, but not too much, because it's not his own intention not to support the wife. And now that he realized that he is supposed to fight for his wife, that is why he can listen to you. If now the sister is still doing what she's doing, the man cannot listen to you. Okay, like my own case now, when my husband left us for another woman, the sister supported. Now, after 4 years, they got 3 children, the woman left. Now he got another wife again. Now the one he's having again, they are still having issue. And that's how you gonna control the marry they go. So that is life about our Africans. We are too wicked, especially when you see that you have this husband and wife love themselves so well. In-laws are not happy about that. Because my husband,
I wonder why.
I don't know. Because my husband tells them then that if you want me, you should want my wife. I love my wife, I love my children. But when it comes to the water don't pass Gary. This man does not he can do that to listen to them, even though it's late now, because of course it's late, you know. So when I mean late, not that he's dead though, I mean me going back, me fell up, you understand what I mean?
Okay, I know.
You understand? So in-laws are wicked, oh. They are so wicked, oh. You know, and that is why when you are good to them, that is when they wicked you more. That is my brother wife is bad. What makes your brother wife to be bad? You understand? So I just thank God for the man and the woman listening to you, for God to use you to settle them. And I pray he work out in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. God will continue to strengthen you.
All right, man.
All right, sir.
Bless
All
you.
right, sir. Yeah, bye.
Yeah, I want us to actually be very careful. I'm not saying that people don't do juju on people, but it's just that lot of people is just their character and that's their attitude. That's what they think. All right, let's pick this call. Hello?
Hello, Pastor Shola.
Hello, ma.
Yes, hi. I've been listening to the program.
Okay.
And I just have an input.
Go ahead, ma.
All right. So, I mean, I think this should be a lesson for a lot of people who are watching, not only married people, but also single people that are planning to get married, because there are certain things that really needs to be put into discussion before we get into a relationship.
Of course.
I'm not denying that don't bring your family and all that stuff, but there have to be an agreement, because it really grieves me, this particular story, because most of the time we do all these things, it's happening, and it's the children that suffer. Yes. And I think why I say that, because we're coming to this point now, because one of the children, or let me say both of them, is hard on them to handle it. Yes. And that is not good, because we are taking, these children are suffering psychologically in this country where it's already hard for kids as it is, and it's hard for parents to raise kids. I think things like this need to be discussed. And yes, most of the time, men, I hate to generalize, but some men, or majority of the men, would do things to women, and they forget to know that it doesn't only affect the woman, it affects the children too. Yes. And for the most part, it's the women that handles the home. So when the woman, like they say in Africa, when the woman is not happy, then that house is not a happy home. Now, whatever this sister-in-law, whatever her plans are, I don't know whether she, after all these years, she can still sleep at night. But I will say that, yes, for the benefits of the children, of course, we can forgive and move on. But the thing is, we have to be very careful. She has to be very careful. And they are, at this point, if they decide to come back together, they really need to really put a lot of things in order. They need to agree. If it means that they have to put it in writing, then they do it. Because if not, this woman, God knows what will happen again to her. She should not go back to that relationship naive. She has to open her eyes. She has to be careful. And she really needs to think and come up with the things that, the do's and don'ts, the things that she would tolerate and the things that she would not tolerate. Because at this point, if the man is coming back, she better be coming in there to apologize and not make excuses. Because at this point, if he makes even one excuse, it means that he has not even realized what he's doing. So this sister, if she's listening, please sit down and really think very well. Because now it's like starting all over, and you have to come with your best foot forward. Put down everything that you want to see in that relationship. And don't be in a rush to come back together. If you people decide to come back together, you people should stay apart a little bit. Let him prove that he's actually following through with the things that he has agreed on. And he has to prove, because now the trust that you have for him is gone. So he has build that trust all over, and it's his place to prove it. It's not going to be easy, I can tell you that. There will be times that he will be frustrated, but he did this, and he has to prove his worth for this sister to take him back.
Thank
the sister should not hurry and just take him back because of the kids. If not, they will fall in the same trouble.
Wow.
And this should be a learning lesson. I personally think she should not agree for any sister-in-law, for that matter. I don't care. This one has burned the bridges for every other person. They should just stay away so that she can have a peace of mind. Because even if it's another one coming, it will look like, okay, now is the sister. Maybe they have sent this one. You know, that
she'll be suspicious.
You'll be suspicious. You understand? So my thing is, all of them stay at bay.
Thank you, my sister. Let's make another call. Many people are calling. Thank you, ma.
All right.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello, Pastor Shola.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Emmanuel.
Can you hold on 1 minute? The woman we're talking about just sent me.
Hello, Pastor Shola.
Hello, can you wait a minute? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, wait a minute. Let me just read a note to the people. The woman that we're talking about just sent me a message right now that the sister-in-law have tried to get in touch with her many times, but she is the one that is not really interested in actually having any relationship with her anymore. So she's trying to stay away from her. All right. Yes. Hello.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yeah, you want to contribute on the show?
Yeah, I want to contribute.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to thank you very much because I've been following your program for quite some time now, and it's been very, very enlightening and nourishing to my soul.
Thank you.
But one thing I want us to really address is the fact that a lot of us as men, because I'm married, my wife is in Nigeria, we are really not taught how to be a man. We think just financing the home and doing some certain things makes us to be men. But when your man is not really spiritual, like this case right now, looking at it from the spiritual aspect is what dealing with from the spiritual view. He would have handled it if he had a spiritual insight. And if he had a spiritual insight, he would have understood that those two items are all they need to destroy you as a person. Those two items are what you have used already, and is a contact already. Is already a contact for anybody to do you anything. But he doesn't have that part. He was coming from a more logical perspective. Let's not create a scene here. It's just a mere item. You understand? Which on its own he felt was correct. And the wife who understood the spiritual efficacy of whatsoever is going on had to call the police to retrieve those items, because the man would have said, let them go with it. We'll get another one. But you just destroyed a full person. So what my own is the fact that instead of allowing women be the prayer warrior of the house, they should also take the men along so that we also can have light.
We are not supposed to take the men along. The men are supposed to be the head. They are supposed to take women along. Okay, it's just because they are missing. They are missing in the altar of prayer. They are missing in church. They are not there. They don't understand spiritual things. That's why they are actually causing themselves all of this kind of like headache all the time.
Yeah, because for me right now, when I started my relationship, I was here because I grew up from a spiritual home.
Yes.
I will always tell my wife that when we were cutting before I went to Nigeria to marry and fight for her, still in the process, I didn't want to take her to the family. I didn't want to put her in there. But guess what?
Yes.
Because I did not take her to the family, she said, I'm not being serious. And Pastor, guess what? As soon as I did, situations started coming up. I said, these were things I didn't want you to face. It is me that you are getting married to, not my family. So you trying to please them has nothing to do with me. It is me. So women have to also understand that. And they have to be a demarcation. Listen, the men have to be able to teach them about the family. It is me, you don't know my family. It is what I tell you, you take. So if I'm opening to you, you should understand and take it. And for this relationship, I believe the woman also, just like other callers have said, needs to be very, very careful. And both of them need to be on the same page when it comes to spirituality.
Yes, sir.
They have to be on the same page. You can't leave one person and the other person to be thinking, because when the other person is thinking in this direction, you are thinking in a logical direction, there's bound to be war. So they have to be a spiritual thinking in both of them. And I think God will always do it. And I want to say thank you very much, sir.
And before you leave, you see, one particular thing I want to quickly just say is this. We must understand that the two of them cannot think the same way. That's why we say they have to be a team. So if the guy is actually thinking in the physical and the woman is thinking spiritual, the husband should respect that part of that woman too. Likewise, the woman should respect the man at the same time. So the two of them can actually bring the two ideas together and make it a complete idea. And then the two of them can actually now think about what next to do. And then they work as a team to be able to conquer the enemy. So I think we need to talk more about teamwork. Men to open up and knock ego down. Ego is not helping us as men. We believe we know more than women. Sometimes we believe that they don't know anything, so we throw away every suggestions or maybe any idea that they bring on the table. We just throw it away. So let us encourage the men to knock down their pride and become a team player. Thank you for calling, my brother.
Yeah, thank you very much, Pastor. And Pastor La, please
Yes.
still continue to do more teaching on men, about men, for how to be a real man and how to be a real husband. Because sincerely, there are some things like we, the younger generation coming up, like some issues you've trashed before, like maybe your wife is earning more than you are, not like that. And your wife is in the medical field and you are not in the. I did sociology and I'm still like trying to get into the city, but I'm already having this fear, but I keep praying to God to help me overcome it. Because my wife is very, very lovely, but I keep having this fear. If she comes here, she's not going to sit on me because of a lot of stories we are hearing. And I just want you to keep doing more, train more like I will call you in private so we could talk on how to deal with such issues.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir.
God bless you, my brother. That's a very wonderful brother there. If you want to call in, the number to call in is 405-550-5135. 405-550-5135. If you're calling from outside of America, you put +1 in front of it. Make it +1, 405-550-5135. Wow. Pastor, I am seriously getting blessed on this line, and I need more of this. I wish my husband is even here to watch this and listen to all of these people talk. Well, my sister, wherever you are right now, I believe that you are enjoying the show, you are getting blessed, you're learning one thing or the other on the show. But the most important thing right now is for you to shine your eyes, open your eyes. And by the time we will come in, we must be able to know, everything going on in your relationship and the way forward. You don't want to rush into that relationship again. We want to know, is the man ready to protect you? Is he ready to cooperate with you? Is he ready to guide you? Is he ready to be a fence around you? Are you guys ready to team up together and become a team like you guys used to be? You guys started from that side. You guys are good together. You're making money, taking care of business. Mommy, daddy coming, daddy, mommy coming, and you guys are fine until the intruder walked in and destroyed everything. And here you guys are right now, 6 years living apart, coming in to see the children, sending money and all that kind of stuff and everything. And but thank God for your 12-year-old boy who is thinking of, why don't we guys live together? Why can't we be together? All right. So I really appreciate what God is doing in your family, but don't rush. We have to take it easy, learn more about relationship. You are now more experienced than before right now, living by yourself. Okay, your husband is well experienced right now, living by himself, and I believe by the time the two of you will come together, you will be able to live a better life. But we are going to take it step by step until we get to that level. I want to let other people that are listening on this network to know one thing. If you are married to a man that is not protecting you, you are in danger. You are in danger. Let's pick this call. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
More grace, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for this topic this evening.
Thank you.
I want to quickly contribute to the show this evening.
Go ahead, ma.
Everybody have a different experience, and I believe one thing that is making our men to do all I believe sometimes is a tradition, because similar thing happened to me when my mother-in-law died. In Nigeria, so my husband was unable to go. We planned everything here. I went.
Okay.
So the essence we decide where they want to put the mother. When I was on the ground, they now say this they want to put the mother in our house. So I was kind of shocked. The sister now ran out and said that, yes, I just called my brother. He said we should put our mother here. I was kind of shocked. Me and my husband, we discussed this thing before I left. So your sister called you. You could not say anything to them. Like, my wife is on the ground. We already decided we are not putting my mother here. He told them to put the mother there. I was kind of confused, shocked. So what I'm trying to say in that kind of situation, because when I think of that thing, because I didn't want to make trouble, because of the family was there, I was by myself, he himself was not there. So anytime I think of that thing, I am not always happy, and I don't want to forgive him for doing that. Because both of us suffered to build that house. He now asked the sister now called him on my behalf, and he decided to tell the sister they should put the mother there. So anytime I think of that thing, I am not always happy.
Yes.
Because it's a family issue, I didn't want to bring myself.
That's not going to make you happy, because it seems like your husband doesn't see you as part of himself. There's no respect for you in that relationship because you are nothing. He doesn't need to actually check with you. He's not interested in carrying you along as per what you guys want to do. That property belongs to the two of you and to your children. All right?
Yeah.
He doesn't have the right to go and call the shot and say, go and bury my mother in the house or do whatever it is in that particular house. He should consult you. All right? That's the way relationship should be. Husbands should respect the wives.
I believe he has betrayed me.
The wife will respect the husband if there is respect in the relationship. Now you feel like you have been betrayed, then you're going to change. Then you may not be able to act the same way you've been acting before. And then they will say you have changed, you have become a bad wife. All right? But he will not remember when he did this to you by bypassing you, giving instruction to his sister who is not the wife. And then the sister is now going all around in Nigeria acting as if to say they are the one with the authority when you were there, and he ridiculed you. All right. So in this kind of case, I believe you guys need to go to a counselor, be able to vomit everything that is in you. Okay, be able to say all manners of things that is in you that has been actually being piled up in you, that is making you to feel betrayed, so that you can let it go and the two of you can talk about it. The counselor can coach you through the rest of the journey. So many Nigerian men are like that. They believe they are all in all. Okay? But the issue is this: a woman is not a second-class citizen. You are supposed to be respected in that relationship because you are a partner in that relationship. What is good for your husband is good for you too, madam. Okay? Thank you very much for calling.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right, God bless you.
All
right. So many people don't understand. You don't just treat your wife anyhow. That's what makes them to change. They change their behavior. They change their their loyalty towards you. They are no longer loyal to you because you are not loyal to them. They are no longer cooperating with you because you are disrespecting them. They are no longer transparent, with you because you disappoint them all the time. And you don't always understand. You believe that you are right because the husband is the head of the home. Let's speak this. Hello?
Hello, Pastor.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Anything between 6:37.
All right, that's a personal call. All right, the issue is this. Let's speak this. Hello? 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 Hello, can you turn your computer off, please? Oh, man. Please, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to call in, turn your computer off first. When you turn the computer where you're listening to me, when you turn it off first, it will make the call to come in real good and clear. Please, whenever you're coming in, make sure you turn that computer off first before making the phone call. Hello? Can you turn your computer off? Oh my God. I don't think I'm going to pick this person's call. This person is not listening. This person is not listening at all. All right, so relationship is very, very important. You see, you have to be friends. In relationship, nobody's supposed to be a boss. You are not a boss of anybody. Anybody is not your boss. Your wife is not a second-class citizen. You are not a second-class citizen. Both of you guys are partners in that relationship and stay like that. Okay? Respect your wife. That's you. Okay? Honor your wife and your wife will honor you. Okay? Whatever is good for you is good for your wife too. All right? Don't deprive your wife of anything. All right? Don't deprive your wife of her role. Don't deprive your wife of her position. Don't deprive your wife of her property. She's supposed to be part of those that will call the shot over your houses, your cars, your bank accounts, everything that belongs to you. Listen to me. She is your next of kin. Okay? If you should die tomorrow, your sister must not have any power over your property. If anything happened to you tomorrow, your sister cannot come there and say anything about your property. That's not their call. That's not their call. It's not their call at all. I don't know why the thing is not pinning you. Abimbola is not pinning. It's just showing me. It's just showing me something different. Something different. All right, so that's the issue right there. We have to be very, very careful how we do things. You don't place your life in the hands of your sisters and brothers. You don't place your life in the hands of your uncle, of your aunties, or whatsoever. In as much that you have a wife, okay, in your life, that wife is your next of kin. Okay, you cannot just go and be saying things all around and be giving authority to other people over that. And that's what I'm talking about, that we need to be together. We need to be, oh my God, people are calling. We need to be together. We need to team up. We need to team up and be one force in that relationship. May the God Almighty help each and every one of us. The telephone number to call me in the studio is 405-550-5135. That's the telephone number to reach me. Yeah, that's the telephone number to reach me in the studio by the grace of God. If anybody would like to call in, go ahead and make that phone call right now, and I'm going to pick it up real good. All right? So when there is a situation like this in a relationship, I believe that the two of them must sit down together. I can't pin it. I'm trying to pin it. It's not just I can't pin it. I don't know why. I'm not sure why it's not pinning. All right? Hello? Hello? I don't know about this person. This person is calling and cutting off too. Don't understand this person at all. All right, so that's the stuff right there. I believe that relationship will be smooth, easy, beautiful, fantastic if we all can respect. Hello? I can't pin it. I'm trying to pin it. Hello?
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
My instruction is turn your computer off. We will still leave it on. You didn't. We had it.
I've done that now.
All right, go ahead, man.
Okay, I'm actually a first-time caller on your show, and
all right,
I'm just seeing this for the first time, and I must say, it's a wonderful platform, and you're doing a great job, sir. God bless you, real good.
Tango, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Maryland in the U.S.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, about what you're talking about today. Yes. Though I joined not quite long, but okay. I just want to say, because I've been reading some comments and I know it actually talks about, some men who don't, respect their wives, who don't value their opinion, who thinks they are perfect, yes. because of their ego. Yes. I actually have a situation here as well. Mm-hmm. I have this, man that I'm dating right now, is a divorcee. And is 15 years older than me. Wow. But this is the same problem I'm having with him. Okay. Is the kind of person that he doesn't value my opinion. He's always saying something like he's older than me. Like when we get into an argument.
So he's looking at you. He's looking at you like his junior sister.
Exactly, sir. And sometimes he does what is wrong. Sometimes he doesn't listen to me. He goes out to do whatever he wants to do. And at the end of the day, he ends up regretting it. Now, he's the kind of person that gets angry easily. Mm. He talks at me anyhow. He does some things that I don't like. He's the kind of man that when we have a little argument, this man would call everybody.
You are not married. You are not married to him yet, right?
I am not, sir. Okay. I am not, sir. Okay. But we are closing to getting to marry each other. But I'm really, really scared at this point. he calls everybody.
Can you repeat that statement one more time, please? I'm laughing. Can you repeat that statement? You said you are close to what?
we are close to getting married at this time. Like
I don't think you want to do that without counseling. I don't think you want to do that without counseling, and even with counseling also, I think it's still going to be a big time issue for you. At your
it's a
age,
big issue.
15 years older than you, not ready to
Yes,
listen, not
yes.
ready to respect you, to make you
Yes,
feel
sir.
like a woman, a
Yes,
supporter,
sir.
a partner in the home. My
Yes, sir.
God, it cannot change because he's too old. At this point in time, he will not be able to change and see you otherwise. You will look like a little sister to him. Yeah, go
Because
ahead.
it's
Go ahead.
always when we have a little issue, he's always like, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, kill me by telling me, like, in fact, I'm tired at this time
You are
because
going to walk on eggshell to the end of your life if you marry that man. You will live in a relationship where you will suffer and you will smile all the days of your life if you marry that man. Now, you are lucky you are calling on the show today to hear this.
yes,
Some
sir.
other people may think that we are breaking your relationship. No, we are delivering you from death. We are delivering you from unhappiness and sadness. We are setting you free from the bondage that you're about to enter into. Now, you want to enjoy your life, you have to look for someone that has the same mindset like you. You have to go and look for someone that actually around your own age area who will be able to see you for who you are, who will respect you, who will love you, and be able to listen to what you have to say. Okay? Somebody who
Yes,
can be
sir.
a team player with you. You don't want to be desperate because, oh, I have to be married. Then the next thing is any man that comes my way, I will just settle down there. You cannot change him. Let me give you the bad news. The bad news is you can't change him. Okay? The Bible says a man cannot change a woman and a woman cannot change a man. Okay?
Yes, sir.
He will ask you one day, by the time you are married, he will ask you to kneel down when he's mad at you. He will tell you to kneel down there and raise up your hand because he will see you as a sister. All right? At the end of the day, you have to call him all your life. And then you call somebody all his life. The communication there will be a gap in the communication because you are actually married to somebody that is actually in the position of your father. All right. So he will need someone that is not far away from his age, probably someone that is 5 years older than that person, 5 years. They can actually enter into it together or whatsoever. But with you, you have a very lovely heart, you have a nice voice, and I believe you are beautiful too. All right. So you should be able to find somebody that will love you, care for you, respect you, and honor you. So I don't think you should be in a hurry to jump into
sir. Okay, yes, sir. I want to ask another question because this is one of the things we've been, arguing, for, against. Sometimes we shout at each other and let him realize that, hey, come, I am not your sister. I am your fiancé or whatever you want to call it.
Does he know the definition of fiancé?
Sir, I'm really, really tired at this point because I came to the US, to spend my leave. But coming down here because we had already dated back in Nigeria, and coming down here we met again, and I had already left the person I was dating, and we met again, and he was like, okay, fine, because he works as an immigration officer. So he said, you don't need to go back to Nigeria. I'm gonna help you with your papers. You're gonna be fine with me, and he's okay. But the point is, this guy doesn't see me as, he looks at me like omokikere.
Of course, that's the
Yes,
way it
and
will.
then aside that, there's this attitude of his that I'm sick and tired of. And at this point, we still argued today. This guy, whenever we have issues, sir, this guy would call everybody around him, all his friends. Hello,
and that is the same man that you're saying we are getting close to getting married. And God is showing you all of these red flags, but you are ignoring all the red flag that God is showing you. This is a time for God to show you red flag, to get you prepared for the relationship you are going into. Is this the right one or not the right one? You don't need a prophet. You would not need a prophet to tell you this is actually a wrong relationship at this point in time. You should be your own prophet by seeing all of these signs, and you're supposed to take off and run. The Bible says when you see the appearance of evil, he said take off and run. All right, that's what the Bible said about that stuff. You can't change this man at all. He's older than you. is more of a old school person who doesn't see you to be he doesn't even know the definition of a fiancé, and there is no secret with him. That by the time you guys are having any misunderstanding, is already calling everybody around. I'm telling you, by the time you guys get married, you will be telling them how you guys are having sex, and you'll be so surprised.
He always, I don't know, maybe he's trying to seek validation for his wrongdoings.
Of course, you see people that are Bobrisky's by nature, they are not real men. So they always need another man to tell them they're doing good. Okay? And they need another man to tell them that, yeah, you're doing well. Or argue, beat her up, slap her, stand there and tell her she's a young kid. What does she know? All right, so they need all of that stuff. So when they get somebody to support them like that, so they come back home and they say, this is what my friend said. My friend too said this. So I believe it. The friend may be talking nonsense, but they always want to have someone to refer to and say, this person is in support of what they're doing. So you don't need that kind of a man in your life if you want to go far in life. You want to go far.
Yes, sir.
Ben, this is a lifesaver for you today as you call on the show. For real,
Yes,
it's a time for you to go back and tell your fiancé, I need a break. I need to go for a retreat. I'm going for a retreat. I want to go and think about my life very well. But if the paper thing, are you still working on paper with him?
Yes.
If the paper thing is the stuff that is binding you together.
Like 2 months ago, I got fed up and I had to leave the house it rented for me. I had to go somewhere else. Like I had to move it with my friend. I had to start working and do my thing myself. Yeah. So he tried as much as possible to hold the paper down. Like, I'm not going to release it to you. Okay. So I had to call some people to talk to him. So they called him to talk to him like, oh, Lefi, even if you guys are not going to get married, but because this guy has been a good girl to you, everybody knows him. One more funny problem, like he doesn't want to listen.
The guy has been with you guys have been dating since Nigeria, right?
Yeah, we dated, some
briefly
years ago
in Nigeria, and now you've been in America together for how long?
Just a year.
A year.
Yes,
sir. Try. Oh, you go release paper. Oh, ti dano bole gan. Ó ti dáná bolẹ̀ jákujàku gidi gan. Kí ló dé? If you collect money, if you have been collecting money on all the food you've been cooking for him, he has been doing all kinds of stuff, kissing you, touching you.
What you're saying right now is what people have been telling
me. Yeah, he's been doing all kinds of stuff. He's been doing it, and stuff like, he's supposed to pay. Let him pay with green card.
Yes, sir. He's going to do that now. Like, I have just a month to leave. Okay. So I'm so happy I'm leaving this crazy man. He doesn't know I'm walking away, but I am walking away. In fact, I don't know how I even stumbled on your page. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, people are stumbling on my page these days now.
I just thank God.
It is well. Just keep everything in secret though, okay, my sister? Sir. You don't want to expose anything. Don't let nobody now come and attack you. Okay, just hide your head, okay?
Yes, sir.
The Lord be with you. All right, bye.
Yeah. God bless you real good, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, telephone number is still open by the grace of God for people who would like to call in, but let us shine our eyes big time. Let's shine our eyes big time, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay? You don't just don't jump into a relationship. Always know that wherever you want to jump into, any kind of relationship you want to jump into, make sure that that person is the right person. Okay, how do you know the person is the right person? The person will respect you. When you find a man that is actually very respectful, that who love you, respect you, care about you, always, he's always thinking about your welfare. It's kind of a fence around you. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. You know what I'm saying? Very, very important for you to actually know all that. This lady, she's actually looking at the red flag right in the face. And she doesn't need a wali. She doesn't need a prophet to tell her that this is a wrong relationship. And, she got to run. Okay, you don't want to pity somebody and say, okay, because this person have, been doing something for me, or probably because he's filing paper for me, I have to stay there and this. No, you stay there, you're actually just writing a letter to death. All right, you will never be happy in your life, and then your life will become miserable in your life. So today we have been able to talk about teamwork. If you want to call in, go ahead and call in 405-550-5135. We're talking about respect. We're talking about teamwork. We're talking about standing with your spouse. Stand with your spouse. Don't stand against them. All right. It will cause situation in your marriage. For young boys, young girls out there, listen to me. Young boys, young girls out there, marriage is not six packs. Marriage is not beauty. Marriage is not all of these eyelashes and eyeshadow and all this lipstick. Marriage is not about how big the breast is. Marriage is not about the perfume. Marriage is not about the big pom pom. Marriage is not the high heel shoe because he can wear high heel shoe. Okay, high heel shoe and all kinds of stuff. That's not marriage. Oh, marriage is more, is more complicated than that. All right, don't base your judgment on the looks. Don't base your judgment on the kind of job he's doing or she's doing. Don't base your judgment on, oh, she can speak English or not. Don't base your judgment on, the whatever. No, come on. You have to look inward. Look on the inside more on the inside than the outside. Let me tell you, you want peace in relationship, you want a long-lasting relationship, you want to look more on the inside than the outside. You want to be able to build a wife for yourself. You build a wife for yourself. You are going to be the builder. All right? If a woman is not ready to move, is not ready to follow you, is not ready to go to the next level, you don't want to force her to be your wife. Or a man is not ready to move and you are a go-getter and the man is not ready to move and go to the next level, you don't want to force them, because when you do, a time will come you won't be able to force them anymore, and then they will just sit down there and they become stagnant and you will not be happy in your life. Now, the issue of paper or no paper, don't let it mess your life up. I always tell people that. And so many people will just see any kind of woman, they just say, I marry you, I marry you. A lot of ladies will see men and just say, I marry you, all because they have green card and they feel like, okay, if this guy has got green card, he can file for me. Okay, now when the guy will finish filing for you and you want to run away, people will label you a gold digger. All right, they will label you a gold digger. You are a gold digger. Okay, you are digging for gold. All right, they won't know exactly why you are running. All right, that was what I said about the woman, the other guy who wrote me. He said the wife is promiscuous and she's going from one place to the other place. I caught her with four men, and and I choose to stay because of my green card. All right, I believe that guy is a thief. That guy is a thief. You saw it. You rush into the relationship, or understand you didn't care about the lifestyle of the woman. You run into the relationship because of the green card. Now you are now looking for something now to be able to, separate from her. All right, because I believe if you marry her for love, if you marry her for love for real, you won't choose to stay there if it's for real. You chose to stay there because you yourself, you're a thief. You are fake. All right. Now you find out that your green card is almost done. Now you are now looking for excuse on how to run away. You don't do that. The moment you marry for love and a woman is cheating on you, let me tell you one thing: your heart will be broken that you will not even think about paper. You will walk out of that relationship without thinking of paper. All right. If truly you marry that particular woman, because of love. If you marry for love, you won't think about paper. You will walk away from that place. Your heart will be broken, and people will tell you about your green card. You say, green card don't make no sense. The green card don't make no sense to me. All right? That's exactly what you're going to say. But if you choose to stay because of my green card, you are a thief. All right? It is better for you to walk away now. And even don't take the green card. And say, okay, my heart is broken. I'm not feeling fine. I'm bleeding inside. Why? Because she broke my heart. She slept with 4 women that I know. Okay? Then my heart is broken. But if your heart didn't break and you are not bleeding inside, and you now choose to stay, even though she's sleeping with 4 other men, and you are number 5, and you chose to stay, and you didn't say anything all this while, because of your green card, you are a thief. All right? You are a thief. And that's exactly what it is. All right? So, let's pick this call. Hello?
Hello, Pastor Shola.
Yes, hello, ma.
How are you, please?
I'm good. You want to contribute on the show?
Yes, please.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. I just want to put a little piece of advice to our sisters that are listening.
Okay.
That we call ourselves Christians. Pastor Shola, something happened to me, and I want to use that as an advice to all of us, so that we can be careful in our marriages.
Mm-hmm.
I got married to my husband. We had our peaceful marriage, and nothing, no fight, nothing wrong with us. We never did anything. And then sister-in-laws came, and we brought them from Africa, from Ghana. Mm-hmm. And then when they came, they were showing some signs of, dislike me, saying some things, lie here to my husband. Even though my husband did not believe them, did not support them. Mm-hmm. But I let them stay there. My husband wanted them to go. I said, oh, no, let them stay, let them stay. Mm-hmm. He said, let them go. I said, no. At the long run, Pastor Shola, mm-hmm. they brought some things from Africa and put it in the food for my husband to eat. Mm. And then the marriage collapsed.
How did you know they put something in the food?
They confessed later.
Okay.
And the person that they went to get the thing, whatever it was, the person first confessed. And then I told my husband, that time we were ex. And then he also asked the sisters, and they confessed. Okay. So later, they confessed to me again. Because we came back together, and they apologized and confessed that what they did was bad. They were sent to do that. They didn't know better, and all these things they were saying. Mm. But Pastor Shola, because I was thinking that, I want to be a good girl, a good Christian girl. Mm-hmm. I don't want any trouble. So there were signs, a lot of them, but I just ignore my husband, thinking that, I want to be a church girl. Mm-hmm. We need to be very careful. When the signs are there, we need to be very careful. And when our husbands or the wives are telling us something that we are not seeing, we need to agree with them and follow what your partner is saying. Because of that, we both, we separated, divorced for 13 years before we came back. Mm-hmm. We both got married. He never got married. I got married, but I was never happy. I was never happy. I was so miserable. I was sick all the time for the 13 years, sick every time. Even if you touch me, like my soul was out of me until we came back together. So that's a little piece of advice I want to give to everyone because of what is happening to our sister. Mm-hmm. We have to be careful. Men, be careful. Women, be careful. Mm-hmm. God bless you.
Thank you very much. God bless you too. Bye-bye. Mm-hmm. So we have to be very, very careful. Don't tell people things. I always tell people this. You see, you don't invite intruder into your own family by yourself. You don't want to share your progress, your success with people outside because they are not going to be happy with you. They're not going to be happy with your relationship or whatsoever. They're going to be looking for your downfall constantly. They look for your downfall constantly. All right. So when you are in a relationship and your marriage is working right and all kinds of stuff, just cover yourself up. Okay, stay away from all the people. Stay away from people and just stay by yourself. All right? Be very careful of your parents. Be careful of your sisters and brothers. Be careful of your in-laws. Anybody can be jealous of you. Anybody can plan evil against you. I'm telling you. I'm not kidding. All right? Your mother can be jealous of you. I've seen it before. The mother jealous of the daughter. Okay? The daughter is having a peaceful marriage. The woman never did. All right? Now she's actually jealous of her own daughter's relationship with the husband, and then she went and did something to break that relationship. Then later she confessed that she was the one that broke that relationship and stuff like that. And another thing I want to always say to people is that, listen to me. You don't share your information, everything that is going on with you, with your mother. Don't share everything with your sister. Don't share. There are some people you talk too much. Your sister will be on the call. You tell them everything. You don't even know who they are to you. You don't know what they're talking about when you are not there. You don't know the kind of heart they have towards you. You are the only one that is the glory of the family. Oh, you are the one that is shining. You are the one that your marriage is actually together. You are the one that is making money. You are the only one that mommy loves. You are the only one that daddy is interested in. At the end of the day, they just hate you for no reason. All right, people just don't know that it's all about your destiny. There's nothing they can do about it. They can't stop you. Okay, that's the way God created you, and they are different. All right, so you need to understand you don't tell your family things. I always want to tell people this. The position of the extended family in your relationship, let me tell you, is far, 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 far. You don't want to bring them too close to your marriage. You don't want them to come here and intrude. You don't want them to get too much of power over your relationship. Don't give your mother power over your wife. Oh, Jesus Christ, I just said something big. Don't give your mother power over your wife. Don't let your mother be running your wife as a second-class citizen. Don't let your mommy be running your wife as a slave or somebody we bought. Don't do that, okay? Always stand with your wife. Stand for your wife. Stand with your wife. Don't stand against your wife in any situation. Let mommy know her place. Let your mother know her place. Let your father know their place. They are not supposed to intrude. Even you as a wife also, you don't want to give your daddy any power to talk to your husband anyhow. It's not supposed to happen. All right, your mommy can't come to your house and be calling the shot. No, it's not supposed to happen here. All right, you have to be understanding to that level that they have their place, and then with wisdom, we place them where they belong. All right, we place them where they belong. We will consult you if we need your advice. We will come to you if you need your help. If your mother-in-law is with you in America, you don't turn her to be a nanny, okay? Don't let her be the one cooking. Don't let her be the one taking care of the children. Don't use her. Don't take advantage of her, all right? Give them their own respect and let them quickly go back home. All right, don't make them to stay here and just say, "Oh, mama is staying here. Oh, it's not going. Oh, instead of we paying the nanny, we'll be giving mama some things, or mama will be helping us, so we won't have to be paying the nanny." All right, now you will now say, "Oh, mama is the one destroying our family. Oh, mama and my husband, they are always talking at night. Oh, mama, why won't they talk?" All right, you didn't place mama where mama belongs. Don't let mama stay here. Let mama go back to Nigeria. Let mama go back to Nigeria where she can have a long life. She doesn't have a long life. She doesn't have the opportunity of having a long life here. She got no friend in America. The only place she can only go is church. Okay? And that's going to be every Sunday. What does she do all throughout the whole week? Watching Nigerian movies. She'll be watching Nigerian movie all through, and the only thing that will be in her head is Lalude, Fade, Yoloro, Kiniko, and then they will now become affected because they are not able to live the kind of life they want to live. If they live in Nigeria, they can visit their brothers, they can visit their uncle, they can go to the neighbor's house and go and talk, they can do all manners of things. All right, and then they will be able to live a very long life. And then whenever it's Christmas Day or Easter celebration, you can bring them back here, let them come and stay with you for another 1 month or two, and let them go back home. All right, so they will allow you to be able to live your life. You make your mistake, you rectify your mistake, you say, "I'm sorry." You guys will go along and keep going. I'm not going to lie to you. If anything happened in a relationship, your mother will be behind you. If anything happened in your relationship, the mother of your husband will always want to be behind your husband. They will always take sides. They will, no matter what. I'm just telling you the truth here. They will always take sides. And you are the one that's supposed to put them where they belong and say, "Mommy, you come in and go. You want to come and see your grandchildren, come in and then go." They go. Don't say because you don't want to spend money, you ruin your marriage yourself. All right? You ruin your marriage yourself. Don't just say because you want to save money, you ruin your marriage. Okay? Spend money where you're supposed to spend money. Respect people where you're supposed to respect people. Keep distance where you're supposed to keep distance. Okay? And then you will be able to stay away from trouble. You stay away from trouble. You don't want to allow your mother to be cooking for your husband. Don't allow you see, I want to tell you women this. Okay? I want to tell you women this. Don't let nobody cook for your husband. Be the one to cook the food for your husband. Mama can cook for herself. Okay? But for your husband, you will do the cooking for him. Be the one to serve your husband if it's necessary. All right? Be the one to. I met a old man recently, and the old man said to me, he said, "Pastor Shola, I know you can cook." I said, "Yes." I said, "If a woman is angry with me, she's only angry for fun, because me, I will cook for myself and everything will be fine." And the man said, "There is a time is coming, you'll be hot, that even if you cook the food by yourself, it will not be sweet. That it will be good for your wife to cook for you, and she will be the one to serve you. You will taste, the food will taste different in your mouth. He said that is what they call companionship. When you have someone that is your companion at that old age, your wife, she will be the one to cook for you. The taste will be so good. She will dish the food for you. You will taste it. It's going to be different in your mouth and stuff like that. And I pray that the Lord God Almighty will help me to experience that. I will live until I'm old to be able to experience that in Jesus' name, and stuff. So that's just the issue right there. I believe that your husband and yourself supposed to be together. Husband and wife supposed to team up. Man, be the fence around your family. Stand with your wife, don't stand against her. Team up with her, fight together, and it's supposed to be we. Go and change your language today. Change that language to we in all things. We are back from work. We just got back from church. We are going out to church. We are going to work. We are taking our children out. We are spending 10,000. We are going on vacation. When you go into that and begin to say all of that stuff, that you are teaming up with your wife and team up with your husband, and the two of you guys have one language, as in we. This is what we are doing. We will have the same enemy. We will fight the battle together. We will apologize together if we need to. We will do whatever it takes to do anything together, because that is the will of God for you. And the two of them shall come together, and they shall become one flesh. For you to be one flesh in relationship, you need to be able to team up. And you, as a man, must not see your wife as any other thing but yourself. See her to be you, your partner, your love, your sweetheart, everything to you. And that's the way it is. All right? Respect your wife. When you talk about love, there is respect in love, there's submission in love. Okay? Respect your wife, cherish her, love your husband, cherish your husband, and respect your husband also. And then you'll see that there will be balance in your relationship. The only ones that have problems are the men. If you guys refuse to do anything wrong, if you refuse to break the heart of your wives won't change. So just keep on watching. Make sure you know what you say. Say those things carefully. Be sensitive in your relationship. Make sure you understand the do's and the don'ts. Okay? And don't take your wife for granted. And as you do that, the Lord will continue to be with you in the name of Jesus. All right? God bless everyone. Let me play you guys some songs, and then you guys can go ahead and just sleep. Whoa. Let's play some songs here. Let's play songs here. Whoa.
Lord, you are Alpha and Omega, covenant keeping God. Lord.
All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. I will see you guys later tomorrow by the grace of God, when I'll come back again to talk about some other things. And at this moment, I want to say thank you, and God bless you, and I love you. Mwah. Funke Peters, thank you very much. Comfort, Abu Mere, thank you very much. Abike, Abigail, thank you very much. Kati, you on Yemeze, thank you very much. Tracy Onu, thank you. Thank you, Andy Oteyelu. Thank you very much, Comfort. Abu Mere, thank you very much, Andy. Thank you. Tracy Onu. Efam. VYK. Ake. Thank you very much. God bless you. Can't pronounce your name, but that's good. Sandra, thank you very much. Olori Lola, God bless you. Joy Favor. Gift EK, thank you very much. Rachel Idowu, thank you. Aderonke Adeoshun, thank you very much. Opola, thank you very much. Chi Dima, thank you very much. God bless you. Sister Ruth Adekoya, my own very own PA. Thank you very much, Mama. God bless you. Thank you for love. Farnide, thank you very much. Messi Anusike. Thank you very much, everybody. Make sure you share this video for last Shade Omoni. Thank you very much. Thank you. Omowumi Emineto. Thank you very much. Abimbola Erikitola, my sister. How you doing? Doris Akwanda Oni, thank you very much. Lara Ade, thank you. Joy Favor, thank you. God bless you. Bukola Shaki Oye, God bless you. Lola Williams, beautiful King, excellent God, I bow before you. If you're my glorious God, beautiful King, excellent God. Ikuchuku Florence, Abike, bow before your throne. Worship at your feet, bow before your throne. You are the glorious God. Bow before your throne. Olubukola Adeniyi, chat me secretly. All right, I'll be expecting. Yeah, you are the glorious God. Glorious God. Glorious God. Beautiful King. Beautiful. Excellent God. I bow before your throne. Baby, what's up? How you doing? Beautiful King. Beautiful King. Excellent God. I bow before your throne. Bow before your throne. Worship at your feet. Bow before your throne. You are the glorious God. Bow before your throne. Ade Ushilanja, how you doing? Funke Peters, you are the glorious God. That is why you are called Jehovah. That is why you are called Jehovah. What you say you will do, Olori Lola. That is what you will do. That is why you are called Jehovah. Jehovah, Jehovah, that is why you are called Jehovah. That's too long. Oh, Lola D, thank you. Jehovah. Hey, what you say you will do, that is what you will do. That is why you are called Jehovah. I want you guys to be getting ready because we're going to Tennessee. Tennessee is the next move. Our next move with the couples university is in Tennessee. That's going to be my next stop. By the grace of God, we're stopping by Tennessee. We are rocking and rolling in Tennessee. Hurry up and go and register yourself. Go and register yourself. Go to my page. You're going to see the link there. You will be able to register yourself. Sheil Ogini, thank you. Bode Olushola, thank you very much. Ifeoma, thank you very much. Doris Akwanda Oni, thank you very much. That is why you are called. Listen, there is power in the name of Jesus. There is power in the name of the Lord. If you're man, I can't come to Canada if I don't have somebody to work with me there. If you are interested in working with us in Canada, hit me up in the inbox and let's chat, okay? If you're man, we can come to any part of the world, but we need people to work with us. If you are interested in working with us in Chicago, you want to work with us in Canada, let me know. Meet me inside the inbox and let's chat. In the name of the Lord, there is anointing in the name of Jesus. To break every chain, 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 to break every chain. There is power in the name of Jesus. There is healing in the name of the Lord. There is anointing in the name of Jesus. To break every chain, break every chain, break every chain. Come on, show me some love, guys. Show me some love, guys. Thank you. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Go to YouTube, search for Shola Jordan Adioye. And get there, you'll be able to watch all my shows there. Don't forget to subscribe to that. And don't forget to visit my website, www.sholaadeoye.com. Go over there, go and register yourself, create a profile there also, because eventually that's where we're going to end up. We're still working on it, so you won't miss out. All right, hurry up and go there. And then for those ones that are looking to get married, you want to settle down again, you want to join my Singles Konnect, feel free to give me a call or send me a text message. Send me a WhatsApp message through the 405-550-5135. Belinda Nwenti, God bless you. Thank you very much.
I hear the chains falling. Open the floodgates in abundance and cause your rain to fall on me. Open the floodgates in abundance and cause your rain to fall on me. Open the floodgates in abundance and cause your rain to fall on me. Open the floodgates in abundance and cause your rain to fall on me, Baba. We call on your name, Baba. Right now, we call you Jesus, Baba. We need your power, Baba. Open the floodgates of favor, of healing. Cause your rain to fall. Open it wide. Let it rain, let it fall. Cause your rain to fall.